2007, Toyota canceled the MR2 Spider. The latest rumors coming out of Japan are saying that there will be a replacement or a successor to it about 20 years later. Let's get into it. Now, starting at Forbes, Forbes is kind of recycling this news piece. This isn't new. I've covered it partially in the past, but I'm going to dig into this a little bit more. We're over at Forbes. Toyota, Suzuki, Daihatsu team up to build 1-liter turbo sports car. Now, this is on July 25th. Haggerty picked this up on July 27th. The Drive picked this up on July 27th. Auto Spies picked this up on the 28th, but if we go back, this is essentially the same news being recycled since mid-December. That's even before Toyota came out with the MR2 electric vehicle concept, which we'll brief on that today as well. Now, this is actually coming from Best Car Magazine, super reliable. We can thank them for so much when it comes to the Japanese market, new products. The Crown was from Best Car. They pretty much nailed the GR Corolla to a T, and there are just tons more examples, especially the information when it comes to powertrains is extremely accurate. So according to Best Car, Daihatsu and Suzuki are teaming up with Toyota, essentially to split costs, to build a mid-engine sports car. It is reportedly based on Toyota's GAB platform. That's the same platform on the Yaris. I'm not going to say GR Yaris because the GR Yaris is a combination of the B and C platform. We also see this on like the Yaris Cross, this small B platform. We don't have any B platform vehicles here in the United States. Now, this is supposed to be powered by a 3-cylinder, just under 1 liter, so 998 cc's. It's going to be turbocharged. Now, Suzuki has this engine already in other variants like the Suzuki Swift. It produces 109 horsepower and 125 pound-feet of torque, but they're going to boost this engine to produce 150 horsepower. Of course, it'll be rear-wheel drive. Now, Best Car is saying it'll have a 6-speed automatic. I think that makes sense. If we look at, like, let's say the GR86, that has an 6-speed automatic, and it's very similar to the 6-speed automatics that we've seen in the Lexus lineup in the past, like the Lexus IS, for example. So I think that could be the base transmission, but I would love to see a manual transmission. That would make this car extremely desirable. They're saying arrival date would be 2025 and be priced in the mid $20,000 range. Well, the mid 20 sounds too good to be true, but it's only packing 150 horsepower. This car is tiny. There are only 2 vehicles on the market that I can think of, at least here in the United States, that are similar to this. The most direct comparison would be the Alfa Romeo 4C Spider, one of the coolest, most drop-dead gorgeous vehicles on the market, if you ask me. That vehicle costs, though, around $80,000 in today's market, which is overpriced versus around $67,000 it stickers at. Now, the other more affordable option, similar size to this vehicle, is the good old MX-5, which the MX-5 has been very hard to get your hands on as of recently. I don't know what's going on with production. There's only 180 variants, or should I say options out there on the market, at least according to cars.com. So it's a very small segment, this tiny sports car, affordable sports car. Would it come in at $25K? No. Toyota knows that the MX-5 would be the #1 competitor to this vehicle, and it would be priced accordingly, starting probably at 30, going up to 40 to 45 would be my guess. The MX-5, when this ND came out, had around 155 horsepower, if I remember correctly, and then it got boosted to around 181. So it would be in the ballpark of performance with the MX-5. It'd be in the ballpark of fun as well with the MX-5. I've been showing these images in the B-roll for you guys, but I just wanted to go over them with you as well. So like this roofline screams Koenigsegg to me, the supercar builder from the Nordic areas of Sweden. It is a gorgeous looking design. Could this actually come for around 25 to 30K? It's hard for me to believe that. And this render looks really like, it looks real because it's out there, it's in a real environment. This is had the power of computers nowadays to imprint like the reflections on this render. So it looks insane.
Something I found on the web. According to patsnap.com, any imprinting technique can be used to imprint the basic pattern and or reflecting metallized inscriptions, in particular one selected from screen printing, photogravure, flexography, offset printing, or the like.
Well, thanks, Alexa. That was awesome for you to interject into my video. She's actually named Computer because I'm a Star Trek fan. She's not named Alexa. Anyways, you can rename her different
I
things.
don't know that.
Yeah, anyways, so this render here looks like a shrunken down Koenigsegg, and holy cow, looks awesome. This vehicle here is the closest thing that Toyota's actually shown. Could this actually be a turbo 3-cylinder instead of an electric car? I guess there's a possibility. I highly doubt it, but hey, Toyota's looking into mid-engine style cars, whether it's going to be a gasoline vehicle or not. It's 2-seater, removable top, at least on this BEV variant. The next image here, of course, has its top on, and it's next to what we now know as the Crown Sport model, which who knows if we're going to get that in the United States. And I feel like that's a good segue as my kids are losing it, of course, for the first time today while I start recording. This is how it works. Anyways, what is the likelihood we see this vehicle here in the United States? Well, wouldn't come as a Daihatsu, wouldn't come as a Suzuki. Neither of those are sold here. Like, sadly, Suzuki had to leave our market, and there's like a 5-door Jimny being worked on, which I would love to have in the United States. Rest in peace, Samurai. Rest in peace. Anyways, let's say this vehicle is real and it is coming out in 2025. Could it come to America? The only way it does is if they really build in the safety measures to make this vehicle compliant for our roads here in the United States. That's the only way the MX-5 is sold here, and it's so small. Same thing with the Alfa Romeo 4C Spider. So I'm excited for this vehicle. If I hear anything new coming out of Japan, I'll update you guys. But since this rumor keeps recirculating, that doesn't mean it is going to be factual. But typically when it comes from Best Car, there's a lot of merit to what they're saying. So it's been a great few years from Toyota as a sports car designer and maker. We have the GR Yaris in the global market. We have the GR Corolla coming to the market here in the United States. We have the GR86, which I'm getting this week. It's coming in a couple days. I'll be reviewing that in my driveway, as well as driving it, but it'll be parked in my driveway. Anyways, we also have the GR Supra, and I'm probably forgetting things as well. So could we see a return of the spirit of the MR2? Sure as hell hope so, because if it looks anything like this, there's nothing really in the market, especially for the price point, that is anything like it. And if it costs $35K with today's market, and you know they're not going to produce them like in mass market, these things will probably be selling for 50, 60, 70K, kind of like the GR Corolla will be. Anyways, I'm going to end it there. Make sure to smash that like button if you want Toyota to make another mid-engine sports car. I just want it to be 6-speed manual. Make that happen, Toyota, if you're making this vehicle reality. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss my updates about this vehicle and all things Toyota in the future. I will be driving the Crown later this year. I will be driving the new Corolla Hybrid. I will be driving the new Corolla Cross Hybrid, as well as the refreshed Highlander. So definitely stay tuned for all that goodness. And don't forget the Lexus end with the new RX and the RZ coming out this year as well. Got to cut myself off. Very excited and for Toyota. I haven't had a Toyota video in, I don't know, maybe a record, like a week or something. So I know you guys are hungry for it, and I'll end it there. Take care of yourselves. Have a great day and peace out.